Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim, bringing you guys Daily Deals with Tim, where I talk about the latest news and deals on cryptocurrency, all for you guys. And before I begin, this is my personal opinion and not financial advice. Today, I want to share with you guys my thoughts on Litecoin in January of 2018. So I kind of want to do these kind of periodic thoughts on some of my holdings because I want to be able to look at it in the future and see, what are my thoughts like on this coin at this time period. But that said, let's begin. So looking at the price and the market cap of Litecoin is at $225 and it's a little down today, about 5.5%, but that's not much in the crypto industry. Market cap is at 12.3 billion at a significant volume of around 681 million with 54 circulating supply and 84 max supply. Now, why is everything going down? Pretty much all the cryptocurrencies are heading towards the red zone, I would say, except for a couple of ones such as Neo. But I did notice that when everything else was going up, Neo was kind of holding still, and now that everything's going down, it's kind of getting the traction. But let's get back to Litecoin. How do I feel about Litecoin at this time period? So looking just at the charts, we see this. We had a pretty big time period of stagnation from around 40 to 50 to 60. Now that was probably 3 to 4 months of just pure stagnation. So people were like, I know some YouTubers were saying, oh, Litecoin has no future. It's nothing. It's going to go away. That's when Litecoin was at $50. And then we had a crazy run up going to 70 to 80 to 90, 100. And then a crazy boom to above 300. Now, I believe it was around mid 300 and kind of came back down during the Korean FUD, and it's kind of stagnating. But the thing about Litecoin is that this is just my experience, that Litecoin likes to stay at certain zones, and I would say it's usually a very even number. So if you guys see over here, Litecoin really didn't go all the way past 200. I know that there are some candle wicks here. In some exchanges it did go below 200 for a brief time period, but if you look at these charts, it really didn't go under 200. And what that means is that there is a massive support from 200, and I think we'll be seeing this for a little more. What I believe is that this stagnation will probably go on for a little longer. So the price around the 200 range, it's my prediction is that it's going to probably go maybe a little under to maybe 195 and then come back up to 220-ish, 230-ish, and then go back to 210, go to 220, back to 200, 205. I think 200 is going to be a very stable zone where there's enough support on the 200 if there are no other FUDding news coming up. We already went through the Korean FUD. There's a lot of downfalls in the top cryptocurrencies, but just from me, I think how I felt during the China FUD back in September was a lot more fearful for me than right now. Maybe it's just the experience that I had, experiencing the downfalls of everything at once. But during this period, I just feel a little more calm because I do notice that each time we go up and each time we fall, there's a similar reaction from people and from the market, and people who have been hodling for a bit know what it feels like. And we simply go back to the time. So at a similar period when this happened, how did I react, and how should I react right now? So the thing is that the chart might look really crazy right now. We're going up at a parabolic rate. This growth is unhealthy, which I agree. But with these kind of unhealthy parabolic rise, we need some time to kind of calm down and go into a time of stagnation. And I think with Litecoin, especially with Litecoin, it likes to go through a longer period of stagnation. And then when there are enough people just ready to get into Litecoin, I think that's when it really rises, like how it went from 100 to 350-ish within a couple days. I thought that was crazy amount of growth, which is, but the thing is that even when we went to around 100 during September, the graph kind of looked like this. We had a crazy parabolic growth because we're literally going from around 45 straight to 100 within a couple of days. And the graph looks somewhat parabolic, similar to this. And why I'm saying this is that there are going to be repeating patterns that happen. And after these kind of patterns happen, so there's first of all, there's a parabolic growth, then there's a downfall right here, and then there's support, downfall, support. And then with this repeated patterns comes to a stagnation. And then at certain point, that stagnation ends and we head up again. But no one knows when that is. My simple guess is probably in a couple weeks, maybe a couple months. But I think those kind of stagnation really give people a chance to accumulate more like Litecoin. So if you guys invested at the top, you guys might be discouraged right now because you might be down, I don't know, 20%, 30%, maybe even 50% if you guys had got it really high. But the thing is that if you accumulate more during the times of stagnation, that's going to balance out. And when Litecoin goes above 350, above 500, above 600, whatever that number is, then you can say, I made the right decision of hodling and accumulating more at the low. But especially with Litecoin, you're going to have to hodl for a long time because that's what I had to go through. And I had times of doubt as well. But just my experience in the crypto market, in the industry, Litecoin is one of my favorite investments, and actually my first investment of all. And during the China FUD, my Litecoin portfolio actually went down like negative 20% or 30% too. And that was when it went down to all the way to $35. Now, let's say you bought at 100 and it went down to 35. That's like 60% down. But now look at it right now. Even if you bought at 100 during the China FUD, right now it's at 225. That's more than double what you were fearful back then. And maybe a year from here now on, maybe Litecoin's at 500 or 600, and you would say, when I was fearful when Litecoin was 225, I could have given up, just sold there, cut my loss, and then a year later, it's up 2-3 times. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it's just a possible scenario. So, my prediction, I guess for Litecoin, my thoughts with it is that there's going to be a longer period of stagnation. I don't think there's going to be a crazy rise like what happened during November and December. But I think it'll be a time of accumulation for a lot of people. It'll be kind of like a quiet time where people kind of stay away from crypto, maybe put it aside for a bit until there's more rowdiness going on in the market. But there's also a possibility that we're heading towards a bear market, because if you look at the overall trend, we have, I think from like end of 2016 to today, we've had a crazy run up just in the general cryptocurrency market. we were in the maybe single billions, maybe a little lower than that, to triple-digit billions. And with this kind of rises, if you look at the big picture, that we might need a bit more of a stagnation, maybe a little more of a better market. Now, I'm not saying we need that. I probably wouldn't want that, but we might be faced with one, especially at these kind of high valuations where we were almost going to 1 trillion market cap in the global sense. I think we might, just in people in general, might need some time to understand the technology and why we're investing to this before heading up to 1 trillion and breaking that through. Once we break that, I think we're gonna head to possibly 1.5 to 2 trillion, and who knows. But there is a possibility that we might be in a bear market. Maybe the whole year of 2018 might be bear. Maybe 2 years might be a bear market. Whatever that is, what I am doing is I'm still hodling onto everything. I have a plan made for myself, and I'm going to stick to that plan, hodl, and I'm doing a dollar cost average in which at certain periods of time, I'm going to put in the same amount of money into these cryptocurrencies that I hold in my portfolio. Now, you guys make your own decisions. You guys might want to hodl, or you guys might want to trade. But my suggestion is that hodl is one of the best long-term strategy, especially in the cryptocurrency market. But that said, I still have a positive outlook on Litecoin. I think it will do very well in the long run. And if you guys are scared or fearful of the market, the easy way is to hodl. Actually, let me rephrase that. Hodling it can be hard for newcomers, but I think hodling will pay off in the long run. That's just my thought. You guys make your own decisions and do your own things. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this kind of content, like this video, comment below, and smash that subscribe button. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, check out the links below. I'll really appreciate that. And as always, I'll bring you guys more deals on Daily Deals with Tim.